Hi, everyone. The lights? No? Okay. I wanted to start first. Thank you. I wanted to start first by introducing ourselves. My name is Isabela Guzman, and I'm the account director. Then there's Josue Chavez. He's our account planner. Then Alex, she's our media planner. Then Nelly, our PR director, our creative. So we're going to start first with Mariana. She's our copywriter. Then who's next? Natasha. She's a creative director. Haneen, our associate director. And then Roxy, our art director. So I want to say first that chefs, so you may ask, why are we wearing aprons? So chefs all over the world have agreed that the secret behind every recipe relies on these ingredients, but we disagree. We believe that the secret behind any dish relies on its essence. So recipes have to be crafted with creativity. They have to be crafted with passion and talent. But also, they need to follow a process, or as we may call it, a strategy. Chefs have to study, they have to understand their diners in order to create connections with them. So whenever they add a new ingredient, it's because there's a reason behind it. So when we combine the right amount of textures, the right amount of flavors, the right amount of color, harmony is created. We are the kitchen. We're here to create recipes for success and add ingredients along the way. Your dish is ready. I hope you enjoy. So our task as the kitchen and advertising agency to deliver a strategic communications plan for AirEuropa. We're first to create brand awareness in order to achieve the perfect top of mind real estate, which is unaided awareness. And the second one is to establish brand loyalty between AirEuropa and the South Florida consumers. In order to fulfill this task, we first had to learn what AirEuropa is, what makes them different, and why it exists. So what we found by doing a study of AirEuropa, we found that in 1991, AirEuropa was revived by a group of investors. When they saw that we're doing an amazing job in their country, in Spain, they decided to expand their wings and submerge themselves into the international market. So with time, competitive was getting fiercer. Is it? No. Competitive was getting fiercer, and the brands, they were like the other airlines were offering cheaper options. So AirEuropa slowly forgot to connect with international audience to establish that brand loyalty. The competitors, or the prey birds, they saw the crack in AirEuropa's wings, so they took advantage of it. So AirEuropa was left as just another airline. So we did primary research to study how the South Florida population thinks about AirEuropa.
So let's get right to it. Our findings are based on 2 focus groups, individual interviews, and a survey. So first, we found out that AirEuropa is not the first choice for European flights. The top two choices were Iberia and American Airlines. And we had, if you go back, some of the comments that people made on Iberia. Iberia, for example, when I think of Iberia, I think of eating paella in a sailboat. And then they also said about American Airlines, I know that they travel literally to every single place, so that's why I choose them. Second, AirEuropa's social media presence and website lacks engagement. So we had participants look over their website, and a lot of the comments that we got were on that they wanted to see more pictures of destinations. It was a lot going on the website, and if there was a promotion on a flight, they wanted to see it on top of the page. Second, we had them look over their Instagram, and for their Instagram, they said that there were too many pictures of airplanes. People cannot relate to airplanes. They wanted to see more stories of people traveling, destinations, because they wanted to know where AirEuropa flies. Last, but most importantly, one of the most engaging moments in our focus group was when we asked participants to share a time that they traveled, a memory of their trip. And we got a lot of reasons for people traveling. I mean, from even vacation, family, visiting families, sports, someone got drunk at an airplane one time. They got free wine to Spain. So there was so many reasons in one place.
After gathering and analyzing all of the information, we got to work and came up with a plan. So let's meet the travelers. They're adults ages 21 to 40 within Miami who have a strong interest in their travel story. So the backpackers, the tourists, and the business travelers. The backpackers believe the only weight they should be carrying on their shoulders is their backpacks. The tourists, who believe visiting a country to them means sightseeing, historic places, and price-quality relationship. And finally, the business travelers who pay the best because hard work comes with rewards. In order to create brand awareness, we will schedule media for continuous coverage throughout the year, building up to heavier coverage before the peak of summer, April and May. We will allocate the budget for the following platforms. So we'll have out-of-home, including billboards, an interactive billboard and floor graphics that will be placed in Wynwood, downtown, and the Metro Rail. We will also have social media, so we'll have sponsored ads and expanded influencers to mention AirEuropa in their feeds. And we'll have digital and internet ads. So we will have banner ads on major travel websites and keyword campaign. So our keyword campaign will consist of travel search terms such as Spain or trip to Spain. And finally, we will have our newsworthy events.
The PR plan also includes newsworthy events. The goal of the PR plan is brand awareness with an emphasis on the community. So, the next slide. The three main stakeholders that we okay. The three main stakeholders that we wanted to focus on were the community, media, and the customers. The highlights of the PR plan include using social media influencers like Woo Supreme, who are locals, and they like to travel, art, and food within the Miami area. We also want to use the hashtag AirEuropa featuring Miami, which we would use for any event that we would host. We also want to ensure longevity in the South Florida market, and to do so, we want to incorporate AirEuropa as part of the community. To do so, we have to sponsor charities within the community, like the Nature Conservancy, that aligns with AirEuropa's goals. We also want to do partnerships with the tourism board, like the Greater Miami, so that way we can spread our wings throughout Miami. We also want to attend events, local events, like the Mayor's Ball, so we can give a presence to AirEuropa. That way we can tell the community that we care about what's going on. In the media, we want to, of course, use press releases and feature stories. And although we'll be sending out press releases, we really want to focus on the magic of feature stories. The feature story. This would be the example where we would send the press releases to. And then the feature stories, like the one that's coming up, this one has to do with a workaholic. She's a young woman workaholic. She lives in her lush Miami apartment, and she wants to escape Miami, to disconnect. In the story, she describes her experiences in every detail, like receiving extra pillows from AirEuropa, the hostel she stays at, because she's going to El Camino de Santiago, which is her destination. So throughout the story, you get to follow her weak moments, her strong moments, through her month-long journey. And each feature story would highlight a place you can take using AirEuropa. So AirEuropa takes you to that destination, and then the rest is up to you.
Okay, so in the first part, we made brand awareness. However, we're still missing something. So how can we connect with people? Okay, so we know by fact that everyone has a different reason for traveling. It could be business, it could be pleasure, it could be backpacking. There's a lot of reasons. So if everyone has a different reason for traveling, what do they all have in common? That no matter their reasons, each one of them don't want to have any complications before, during, and after their journey. Okay, so that's what it leads us to our strategy, AirEuropa with you in every step of your journey. And this is because we want our customers to have the best experience, but also because we celebrate the reasons for traveling. And now let me introduce to our big idea. Oh. Your reasons become ours.
Hello? Okay.
So, the manifesto. Can you guys hear me? The manifesto. Before I go into this, I want you guys to understand that AirEuropa is going to be with you every step of the way, from the beginning to the end. So I'm going to go through a storyboard with you guys, and I want you guys to understand that from the beginning of the storyboard to the end, it's one complete process, but the people throughout the storyboard change. So before getting ready for flight, of course, you're going to have your alarm set because you don't want to miss your flight. You're going to get up in the morning, shower, of course, hygiene is needed, drink your coffee, have your breakfast. You're going to begin to pack. Now here is where our characters change. So we're going to go from the tourist. Next one. He looks outside the window, sees the cab, and now we're going to businesswoman. So persona number 2, the businesswoman gets into the cab. Go ahead. She's checking her ticket online on the app. Go ahead. Now once the businesswoman gets to the airport, she looks outside the window and she sees the backpacker. So the backpacker's checking in. Now we're following the backpacker. The backpacker gets inside, goes, and now we're following the second tourist. She's putting her baggage through the scanning machine. And now we're following the businessman. So he's picking up his luggage. He's sitting at the gate waiting for his flight. And now we have all 5 personas together, showing that AirEuropa, no matter who you are, what your reason is for flying, is going to be with you from the beginning to the end. And we're just going to show you a quick little video.
Today, you don't ask for 5 more minutes. You can't wait to get out of the bed and start off the day. You feel so excited that you cannot help giving a major concert in the shower. And for some reason, today, the coffee tastes better. You don't want to forget anything, but you are saving space to bring back all the new memories. The trip to the airport feels shorter, and as soon as you step in, you realize that you're one step closer to explore the real Spanish culture in the old neighborhoods, to be dazzled by the royal palace's beauty, and to be fascinated with the food, dances, and culture. Fasten your seatbelts and enjoy your flight, because at AirEuropa, your reasons become ours.
So for our social media, we decided to use the hashtag #MyAirEuropaReason throughout to make it like the unifying message. So the first one is we get user-generated content through the hashtag #MyAirEuropaReason. So you go on Instagram, you post a picture, you put the hashtag, it automatically pops up on this feed. Go to the next one. So we use this feed on the back of the airplanes. The purpose is to have passengers see other people's journeys and experiences that they've had through AirEuropa, reinforcing the fact that AirEuropa cares and they're with you every step of your journey. This will also help change AirEuropa's social media because you'll be able to engage with passengers and potential customers, and you also get user-generated content that you can use on your social media throughout.
Hi. We will also have social media ads to reinforce the different reasons for people to fly. So either the backpacker, the tourist, or the business person. We put together these 3 stop-motion videos. So the idea is like when the people see like the different elements of these bags, maybe they feel related with the elements that they are packing, or maybe they feel related with the way they pack. So these little details are like important to create like a sense of belonging to the brand, maybe like to create a connection. Oh my God, I pack like this. Oh yeah, I also pack this in my suitcase. We also did one for the tourist. And also, it's like a different way to show it like in a fun way. Like maybe Yeah, it's like a way, it's like an impactful way to show to people an Instagram, a cool ad, because like normally you're used to see like an ad that is like a still image, so maybe that becomes like landscape, so it's like to create an impact. We also have a carousel and like taking advantage of the fact that you scroll and you can like create like a infinite sense. So we have like the different personalities seated on the airplane, so you can feel related with the activities that they are doing. Either it's taking a selfie, or it's the backpacker, the business people, and yes.
So for out-of-home experience, we decided to do 2 billboards. The first is an interactive billboard at the gateway of AirEuropa with the hashtag #MyAirEuropaReason on top, encouraging people to go up to it and write their reasons for going to Spain. And this isn't only a great way to engage with people, but we also use the information collected here for our second billboard, which is a digital billboard on a Miami highway that will pop up with whatever they wrote in the first billboard. So this serves as a way to get user-generated content, and it's also with the purpose of having people that are just passing by kind of connect and resonate with other people's reasons for flying. Go ahead. And then we also have floor graphics. They kind of have the same intention as the interactive billboards, but they're targeting different audiences. As I think Nelly mentioned before, they're going to be in different areas of Miami, with the objective being to have people go up to it, write their reason for flying or their reason for going to Spain, and have them post it on their social media. Or this also creates brand awareness, because if they don't know what the hashtag #MyEuropaReason is, they can go in and look further into the campaign.
But what if people don't have a reason to travel to Spain? Like they know the country, but maybe they don't know what to do there or anything. So we have another part of the campaign, which is to showcase to people some of the traditions of Spain. So first, we will have a flash mob activity in Miami. So it says Lincoln Road, like we're going to have people doing a flash mob to showcase like a little bit of Spanish culture, and then we will post, after the event, we will post these on social media to reinforce and to create a connection with people and to generate that awareness towards the brand. We will also have castelleres, so this is like amazing, and like this will for sure like gather the attention of people, and it's like a really cool tradition. So like having this also in Miami will be like a way to engage people and create like that sense of awareness towards the brand. And finally, we have an event to engage people. We're going to have a tomatina, a little sneak peek of the Spanish culture, and it's also an event that will like create that emotional connection with the brand and that sense of belonging. And for sure, people that participate in the Miami Tomatina will want to go to the real Tomatina in Spain. And we will also have the social media post to reinforce the event.
So as we wrap up, I just wanted to give a couple of insights. So if you think about it, when it comes to travel, a lot of times we don't click what we need, and sometimes when traveling international, you forget some things. So our purpose is that AirEuropa is with you every step of the way, and no matter what it is, they're going to be there with you from the start to the ending, so they're there with you on your journey. So a couple things they can provide while in front of your gate would be beverages, massages, or even little like a nail cart to do your nails, like ladies can do their nails while waiting, and even a travel kit that would include simple things as a Spaniard SIM card, outlets, so like what are they called? Universal adapters. I'm sorry. So adapters that you would need when traveling. So things of those natures.
Well,
That's it, guys.
no.
Oh,
After the good meal comes the check. So the kitchen prices its dishes competitively. We do not charge media commission, but we're going to be with you along the way. That will end in a monthly retainer fee. But we want to add that we work really hard and we put our heart and souls into the campaigns. So that's why we're open to have a performance-based compensation. Gracias y buen provecho.